welcome back to another video. Magnum West here, and to start off, I just wanted to apologize. Haven't posted in a while. I've had a lot of things come up, personal life, work-life balance. I just picked up a new side gig as well, and I've been trying to balance that. And then another big reason related to action figures is I've been working on this monolith right here. Not completely done with it. I would say I'm pretty much like 95% done with it. There's a couple small details that I still want to add, and then obviously I'm planning on making a complete accessory set, but I'm just super anxious and really excited to show you guys this because I'm one of the first customs that I'm very, very happy about, and I'm very excited to share with you guys. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, and for starters, I want to cover kind of the recipe, right? Everybody's going to be asking what did I use to make this, you know what I mean? So I'll go with the base body first. I'm going to be using my phone for this one, so bear with me. As you can see, it's the V-Toys 112 male body. It's just the regular one. Obviously, I mean, you can plainly see it does not look the same. It's not that one. There you go. I obviously added my own sculpt detail. Hopefully nothing weird comes up. But yeah, so, that's the difference. I added my own muscle to it. And then for the head sculpt, it's the Marvel Legends. I don't know if that's like a specific Carnage. It might be Absolute Carnage. But it's the alternate head for the first Marvel, or the second, sorry, the one that was like in the Venom wave Carnage. So it's that second head, and then obviously I did go ahead, added sculpt to it because it was too small. And then I was kind of working with different eye designs because I feel like one of the most important things, if not the most important things of Carnage, as opposed to the rest of the symbiotes, has always been the eyes. I feel like the eyes is kind of where he kind of breaks apart from Venom. Venom usually has, like, I'm not saying he's the only character, right? But typically Venom has like a more like solid shape to his eyes. Very little like, I can't think of the word. Difference, I guess, from a solid shape, but Carnage has always had like more crazy, as you can tell, I added like a little bit of detail right there, kind of try to make the edges look not clean, just to give off that more crazy look that Carnage has. And then usually his eyes are very like spiral like, so the eyes will be like that. And then obviously I dremeled out these shapes and then painted them. And that's pretty much the recipe as far as like, what I use as a base. So yeah. And I mean, now what I'm trying to do is kind of break away from the, typical like reviewer, like we look at accessories and stuff. Because I don't know, I really don't think that's the direction I want to take this channel. I don't want to just be another review channel. Nothing wrong with it, but just not what I want to do personally. Obviously, for this one, it doesn't really have accessories. I think it came with like one set of extra hands. That was these. And then fist hands. And I mean, if it came with anything more, I probably lost them. I've had this body for like a year and a half now. So I've had it for a minute. So I am working on some accessories for my own. But pretty much all I did, like I said, alterations to the body was the added muscle. And that's honestly, like, this is probably the most in-depth custom I've ever done. It is, actually. Like, I've done a lot of repaints, like very, adding a little bit of sculpt here and there. But here I pretty much re-sculpt the entire body. There is parts of the body where I feel like I could have done a better job of making it look more seamless. Like, there you can kind of see the seam. And then the calves are pretty bad defender, or pretty bad offender of that. You can tell really easily that it's sculpted on there. I feel like the upper body is kind of where I took the most time, because I don't know. I feel like that's super important to get like that superhero slash comic book character physique. It's like always in the upper torso, right? Typically, um, they have like big legs or big thighs, you know, big calf area sort of, and then kind of have a smaller waist where they have like big chest muscle, big shoulders, and then kind of have those big traps rounded out, give them that very you know, superhero comic book character look. And then obviously, like, I know some people are gonna be like, "Fucking, this is Carnage roided out." You know what I mean? And then I will be showing it next to some other Carnages that I have in the collection. But this was originally gonna be a Spider-Man custom. Actually, I was gonna make this. I was thinking about making it a more bulky Spider-Man, but then I kind of, you know, I got intrigued and I wanted to make a bulky body like this. I feel like it's not that bulky, but it definitely is bulkier than most iterations of Spider-Man. Even some of his more, you know, buff, bulky looks, I feel like it's a little bit bigger than that. So I kind of, you know, I already have a Venom custom. I have a Venom that I'm really solid with, and I'll show that as well. I have a Spider-Man, like I got a head sculpt from my Mayfix Spider-Man that kind of scratched an itch that I felt with the Spider-Man. I still want like a buffer Spider-Man than the Mayfix one, but I think I'm good with that for now. And then kind of the only other character that like I really even cared to make a custom for was Carnage. I attempted one like way back, like I'm like 5 6 years ago, and it just did not work out well. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I feel like this one has a pretty you know, Carnage like physique. Like I said, it might be a little bit on the bigger side as far as like the muscle mass, but I feel like overall it fits Carnage's character really well. It's not like overly disgustingly, you know, buff. And I really like it personally. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you should do, right? You should never do something that I feel like, especially for customs, that can be applied universally, but especially for customs, like I feel like if you're gonna do a custom and take the time to do a custom, you should make it a little bit different than like everything else that's on the market, because you're taking the time to do sculpting work, paint, you know, oftentimes sanding joints and everything, and all that just to make, you know, figure that looks pretty identical to a Marvel Legend or a Mayfix or something out there. You know, might as well go the extra mile and make your own look. And I feel like I kind of achieved that really well with this figure. And then I also kind of been wanting to make like a poster boy for the channel, and you know, I feel like this is exactly what that's gonna be. I'm still unsure of the exact finish that I want to use. I kind of like the semi-gloss-ish finish. This is just straight up acrylic paint. I did finish it, but then I added some more red because it was a little too dark before. As you can tell, like that's kind of how it was before I added the extra red, but then I went in and I did like a fourth coat of red. So yeah, took my time with this for sure. And I'm really happy with the result. Pretty much the only things I got left to do is, so I'll try to pop up the picture, show you guys here on my phone, kind of the style wise, right, what I was going for, with the reds and blues. You know what, let me show you guys that right now. I'll end up just throwing the picture in on the video anyway. I'll try to add it in, but this is the Sideshow Collectibles Carnage, the second version of the statue they've done. And it doesn't pick it up that well on camera, but if you can see it a little bit, but it has like a blue tint to it, the black parts, and like that's pretty unique. Because most times Carnage is always like red and black, even his like tendrils, and this one the tendrils are like that bluish black color, and then his actual blue or the black like on his actual body is like black with the blue tint. And I really like that because I feel like it's pretty unique. So I'm thinking about doing that to the body, at least like in certain areas, right? Like the dark parts of the body, maybe I'll do that. And then obviously I want to add like tendrils. This is from Haunt. I do have that review like on storage, but I just haven't edited out. We'll see when I post that. But this actually has a little bit of that blue tint, just the flat black spray paint. But obviously I want to add that on the body, and then I want to make more, right? Because this looks pretty cool on him, but I want to make more. Carnage is known for having, you know, weapons and like crazy tendrils going around. So like I said, it's pretty much done. Like the figure is done. It's just now it's kind of adding in those, you know, those final touches to the figure to really, really make it stand out on the shelf and, you know, give them some playability and whatnot. But anyways, let's get it. Just some comparisons. You know, obviously this isn't going to be readily available, so comparisons don't matter that much, but just kind of for context, I actually haven't even seen any comparisons. I actually just got done with it like last night, pretty much. So here he is kind of next to Venom, and that's what I'm saying, like it's not absurdly buff. It definitely is big, but it's not like, I mean, you can just see the bicep on Venom is still bigger. Obviously, I was able to customize it, and it's not a mass-produced figure, so I personally think, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I definitely think the anatomy looks a lot better on my Carnage than it does on this. And then, that always bothered me, you know, like, it's really, like, just, you know, I gotta throw it in there, but it's like, if Marvel Legends just didn't do this, like, weird dip, I don't know why they do that. Like, all Marvel Legends pretty much have that dip from like the trap onto the shoulder. Like, that's not how anatomy is. The shoulder should be like up here. Your shoulder rounds in and goes into the trap muscle. Like, it doesn't make any freaking sense, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, mine is perfect. Like, there's a little bit right there, but it definitely looks a lot better than this does. You know, feel free to let me know in the comments what you think. But anyways, moving on. Here we got my customized SH Figure Arts Venom. Let me fix the camera a little here. Obviously, like I said, he's not that tall, not bigger than Venom, right? He's still kind of smaller, still has that like more tenacious, you know, smaller look. That's my custom SHF Venom. And then this one, and this is really like the reason why I've really felt like I'm not satisfied at all with the Carnage. Is like, this Carnage is dope, don't get me wrong, but like, I was never grabbing this guy off the shelf to like pose him or, you know, really anything. I just kind of had him because it's like, oh, well, this is like the closest thing to a really dope Carnage that I have. You know, like, I really like, I had the Mafex Carnage, but I really didn't like it. Like, I don't know, something about it, I just didn't like it. It was somehow lankier than this one and skinnier. I was not vibing with that Carnage figure. And just the simple fact that it's $80 and like, I just was so unhappy with it, I just ended up selling that and the Mafex Venom. So you know, I kind of still have a slot open for a perfect Venom, so maybe I'll do that in the future. And then the ultimate inspiration for making a custom Carnage was just, I do again, I have a review up for this one as well. I just haven't posted it yet. But God, man, I love this freaking statue of Carnage. This just like sparked it. As soon as I seen this, saw the like musculature, and as you can tell, like, this one is like obviously bigger than the figure that I have in over here, but like just the musculature and everything, like anatomy accurate, and you know, it just looks so badass. And I was like, I gotta make that into figure format. And I still had this buck laying around, so I was like, you know what, why not? And took a shot at it, and I'm pretty happy with it. Funny enough, that head does fit on this body. Like, I just had to put some sticky tack, but it does not look as good as it does on this body, so I didn't go ahead and do that. But it is an option. I can take the head off. Had to heat it up. You see some of the heat damage it took, but it's fine. It comes off. But this head does fit on here. Let's see if I can do it right now, live. Let's see. Boom. You know, it does look kind of funny, like you have to seat it a little high, and it has a huge neck gap, but you can do it. It looks okay, you know, it doesn't look horrible, but definitely the other head looks a lot better. Looks a lot better, like kind of posed up. Look at it. So, yeah. Yeah, another thing, you know, kind of sidetracking a little bit. The VT Toys body is like super well articulated. Like, I had it really. This figure was kind of in limbo. I just kind of had it there. I had dyed it black because I was originally gonna make a symbiote Spider-Man custom, but I didn't like the original sculpting, and I didn't. At the time, I wasn't interested in sculpting a figure from head to toe, pretty much. So I didn't go through with it, and I just kind of had it sitting there. But man, like that looks badass. You know what I mean? And then I can only imagine once I get all the bells and whistles, all the tendrils and weapon accessories and whatnot, I get all that rolling, it's gonna look even better. But yeah. And then another thing, you know, as far as like the way I record videos, I kind of want to try to, you know, keep it more raw. Try to do less cuts, less, you know, editing. I feel like that kind of eliminates some of the, you know, authenticity, if you will. I don't know. It's a personal thing. Maybe I'm just in my head, but I like it better. I feel like the cuts kind of make it seem too commercial. You know, kind of something like, you know, like I feel like I'm being forced to do it, and like, I kind of like talking to you guys. You know what I mean? Giving you guys my thoughts and whatnot. A lot of the YouTubers that I watch that make videos, I feel like I learn a lot more about the hobby when they just, you know, talk. So maybe I could do that for you guys. But yeah, without further ado, that's pretty much the video, guys. I just wanted to show you, you know, custom I made. I'm really proud of it. You know, like I said, it's not completely done. Who knows? Maybe I'll do something completely different. If I do, you know, I'll update you guys. Like I said, I didn't really catalog my journey because I was just, you know, going through a lot of stuff personally, and you know, this was just kind of a passion project, and I feel like that's why it turned out so well. It's just, you know, after a long day of work, you know, I just sculpt, paint, and chill with my wife. So that's why I think it came out. And like at the end of the day, I feel like that's a, you know, kind of a message I'd like to get out. Is like, just don't feel like you're ever forced to do something because it's never gonna come out right. You have to like really want to do it and really enjoy it. Take your time with it. Other customs I made in the past have come out like really bad because I always felt like in a rush to do it. Kind of felt like I was like almost being forced to do it after a while. But this one, like I said, I took my time. You know, I really enjoy painting and sculpting and whatnot. And, you know, huge shout out to Dr. Garuda. I know, kind of random, but holy crap, man. His sculpting videos really, really helped me out. I'll see like if I can plug him or something in the description. But man, his sculpting tutorials are like A1. Like, he makes statues and stuff, but like that's anatomy like done completely right. Like in Marvel Legends or Mayfex, even like I don't care what anybody says, Mayfex is really good, but they are not like at like a lot of their stuff looks very, you know, kind of disappointing, like their 2099 figure. But anyway, I don't want to get into a side tangent. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know if you guys, you know, what you guys think about the new, you know, way I go about making videos. Future videos that you guys would be interested in, you know, talking about the hobby, showing you guys how to sculpt. Like I said, I didn't really catalog it because personal reasons, but if you guys would be interested in that, you know, I can talk to you guys about how I did it for sure, and kind of show you guys some of the examples I use when doing it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Make sure to drop us a like. You know, comments are always appreciated. I'm a lot less busy now, so I'll be able to reply to them. And you know, hope you guys are doing well. I'm back. I'm gonna try to be back for full time. You know, at least 3 uploads a week. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And thanks for watching. You have a good day.